American Pakistani Public Affairs Committee, APPAC. So we have made it similar to other organizations like Jews ने बनाया American Israeli PAC और Indians ने बनाया. That's how we are trying to do a grassroots action. तो जिसमें लोगों को स्पेशली पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन जो जहाँ पे रहते हैं उनको एजुकेट किया जाए और उनको bring them to the main political process. This तरह we have done a lot of events for from president to the congressmen, so many senators. Mostly our events were in New York. More than 10 events we have done. तो अब यहाँ से नेवाडा से हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं नेवाडा चैप्टर. We started with the U.S. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, and she was here, and we started Nevada chapter. Hopefully, other people get involved, more awareness goes all over the country, and we can get more people involved. You see, anything comes out of the U.S. Senate or Congress or President is against Muslims or against Pakistan. So we really have to get our community out and talk about it and reach out to these congressmen, senators, and probably the president at the president level.
We are honored and humbled to have Senator Catherine today with us, and she is a wonderful, as we all know that she is a wonderful person. She is very capable, and she has done a lot for the betterment of community. Here, I also especially want to mention the name of Dr. Ijaz Ahmed, who came all the way, the president of APPAC, who came all the way from New York along with his wife Sabah. We know that there's so much hate, bigotry, and uncertainty. Even sometimes we are afraid to go outside of the country because we don't know when we come back what kind of questions we are going to be asked. So it's very important to get involved in the politics so that we can make some difference. And now these days, as we know, that ending DACA is also the most outrageous and cruel act. Threatening the livelihood of 800,000 dreamers is not only a political issue, but it is also a moral issue. Because those dreamers, they came to America, they came to the United States a long time ago. It's not, and they have been living here. They are our teachers, our mentors, our neighbors, so we have to stand up against this discriminatory decision. Here I want to mention another very important thing, and want to talk about the devastating situation of Rohingya Muslims. That requires our urgent and comprehensive response. I want to take this opportunity and request Senator Catherine, on behalf of all of us, to please stand up against this violence, and please join hand with the senators and congressmen who are already doing a lot to stop this violence and this act of hatred.
The last year's election opened my eyes. It has put our community on defensive, Senator. On TV, we hear the rhetoric of hate. Our children are being harassed and called names. Women are afraid to wear the hijabs. And why? Because immigrants and Muslims are being blamed for the frustrations and failures of others. We are being used as scapegoats. And here's the important point. If we do not participate, if we do not take our rightful role in governing this country, as Hanadi said, and choosing its future, the people who gain from demonizing Muslims and us and other minorities will only continue to grow in power. It's not going to go down, it's going to get worse. That's why it's important that we become active in politics and train our children to be the leaders of the future. And I believe what Nadeem is doing and Hanadi is doing, that's the right thing to do in Nevada here.
Yes, I'm the senator for Nevada, and we have very vibrant Pakistani communities in Nevada. We're right here in the home of one of our incredible families. And it is important to build those relationships. I think it's very important for the Pakistani community to be involved in government affairs and government and working with our government leaders to really focus on good policy, things that we need to do we see as challenges for this country right now. I don't support a Muslim ban, and I don't support any type of a litmus test or any type of ban. And those are issues that we need to continue to fight and address. And so the relationships and working together at this point in time are so important. There are many people in the Congress right now working very hard to make sure that we are recognizing our immigrant communities and we're fighting for these families. Particularly with DACA, there is a bipartisan bill out there right now, the DREAM Act, that is Republicans and Democrats have signed on to. It can be done. We can figure out how to do this together if we really work together, and that's what Congress should be doing. Building the relationships in my community, in Nevada, in North and South with my Pakistani community here is so important. Again, it helps to build those relationships. I always say, it's not my voice I'm taking to Washington, it's all of ours. And so if we're gonna do this together, then we need to have two-way communication. So thank you for being here tonight.
हाँ जी, बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। आज हम लोगों ने अपने घर पे एक कम्युनिटी का एक इवेंट रखा हुआ था, तो माशाल्लाह वो बहुत सक्सेसफुल रहा।
इम्पोर्टेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है। इस तरह की organizations, we definitely need them. We basically need them because as us Pakistanis, we can say whatever we want. Let's say, we have some issues happening in, personally I have some issue happening with myself, or we face some sort of discrimination, and I can go out and I can say all that, oh, this is happening or that is happening. Nobody's going to listen. When you talk on a platform of such a big organization where other people know that, this organization has hundreds of members and good community members, then people listen. Then what happens is you have a bigger voice, and you're able to communicate your issues better to the other side, and they have then a bigger responsibility कि वो आपके issues को resolve कर सकें. तो इस तरह का एक platform होना बहुत ज़रूरी है, especially for us Pakistanis who don't have such platforms in America right now.
Yeah, I think there's a fair amount of Muslim population here in our state, here in Las Vegas in particular. Again, it's a very active community. Hanadi has opened up their home just today, even to ensure that those of us who are in politics are able to hear from the community, hear what those issues and concerns are. And it's a large community that I think obviously deserves to be heard. I am, by the way, the Senate Majority Leader here in Nevada, but I'm also running for Attorney General as a Democrat. If I were already the Attorney General, I would have already sued the President over his travel ban. I view it as an unconstitutional restriction. I think it's a violation of the First Amendment right to freedom of religion, and I think that we have to continue to stand up and fight for those things that are important to us. There's more than one amendment out there. The Second Amendment is an important one, but the First Amendment right to freedom of religion is something that we have to continue to fight for. And as a Democratic Attorney General candidate, I will be joining the fight with other Democratic Attorneys General who are already suing the federal government over that travel ban.
I think it's a very good initiative. I really didn't have a chance to talk to Dr. Ijaz in detail about exactly what it is they are planning to do, what the forum of this organization is. But anything is that is put forward in terms of community development and more action, more political action and awareness in the community, I think it's a good initiative.
बहुत अच्छा कदम है। मुझे खुशी है कि नदीम जो है इसमें पहल कर रहे हैं, और वेस्ट कोस्ट के ऊपर जो है ख़ास तौर पे नेवाडा, लॉस वेगस के अंदर ये अपना चैप्टर बना रहे हैं। तो मेरा ख्याल है कि ये बहुत अच्छी बात है, और हम लोग सब इनके साथ हैं। जिनको जो भी हेल्प चाहिए होगी, हमारी पूरी कम्युनिटी इन लोगों के साथ है।
Well, I think first of all, you have to look at the issues that are surrounding the American community today. There are racial issues, there are immigration issues. The Pakistani American community is extremely active and is playing a very important role in Las Vegas and around the country. Engaging with the legislators and at a local level, at a state level, and at a country level. And it's extremely important now, especially since our generations are going to grow up here. It's now more important, more than ever before, to engage. And I feel that they are very active and they are making a difference. And their voices are being heard. The legislators, the politicians, the leaders, the lawmakers, they are listening because the Pakistani American community is very relevant and makes a very important part of the American society. We are lawyers, we are doctors, we are teachers, we are scientists. We belong to every important profession in this country. And our kids are extremely intelligent, they work diligently, they compete at very high levels. So they're doing everything, they contribute, they're taxpayers. So it's extremely important to have our voices heard for the Pakistani American community to stand united and to make an impact, and they are doing that.
I think our biggest problem is racial discrimination because from 9/11 there was a lot of hate towards Muslims, and now we're finally overcoming it, but it's still somewhat there, and we still need to get involved more because although we're still doing so much, there's so much more to do to get our voices out there and heard.
हमारी यहाँ पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी काफ़ी बढ़ गई है। जब मैं यहाँ मूव हुई थी 2002 में, तो उस वक्त शायद एक मस्जिद थी और एक हाइकल एकेडमी थी। अब 5 मस्जिदें हो गई हैं प्लस द एकेडमी। तो पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी बहुत बढ़ गई है, प्लस और मुस्लिम एथनिसिटीज़ के लोग भी आ गए हैं। तो काफ़ी हमें अब स्ट्रेंथ महसूस होती है एक दूसरे के साथ, और इस तरह के इवेंट्स में और ज़्यादा अच्छा फील होता है कि सेनेटर्स और कांग्रेस के लोग भी आ रहे हैं, हम लोगों को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। हमने पिछली इलेक्शन में काफ़ी काम किया था, डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी को सपोर्ट किया था। तो इट्स अ गुड फीलिंग that we have their backing and we are here to support them, and the community is growing a lot.
APPAC एक बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है। देखें यहाँ पर एक पैक भी है, एक APPAC भी है। अभी लोगों को इसका अभी थोड़ी देर तक पता चलेगा जब ये मतलब इसको यहाँ पर चैप्टर जैसे बना रहे हैं, डॉक्टर साहब ने कहा है, और आज ओपन हो गया है। इंशाल्लाह ताला उसकी मीटिंग्स वगैरह अटेंड करेंगे, उनके बाईलॉज देखेंगे, उनके एम देखेंगे कि वो किस चीज़ को प्रमोट करना चाहते हैं, कौन कौन से इश्यूज़ के ऊपर वो काम करना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि इश्यूज़ तो डिफरेंट हैं, सोशल भी हैं, फाइनेंशियल भी हैं, फ़िज़िकल भी हैं, आपके मतलब क्या कहते हैं पुलिस के साथ भी इश्यूज़ हैं, आपके गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स के साथ इशू हैं, स्कूल्स में भी इशू हैं, पुलिस के साथ। तो देखना ये पड़ेगा कि हम किन इश्यूज़ के ऊपर जो है ना अपने आप को कंसंट्रेट कर रहे हैं। तो उस हिसाब से इसको इंशाल्लाह ताला अगर हम लोग, बात तो इकट्ठे होने की है ना, अगर आप इकट्ठे होते हैं तो आप हर काम कर सकते हैं। अगर आप इकट्ठे नहीं होंगे, अगर आप अपनी 1.5 इंच की मस्जिद बनाते जाएंगे तो फिर वो नहीं आ सकते, फिर आप कोई भी एम हासिल नहीं कर सकेंगे।